Hi everyone. I really enjoy having breakfast or lunch with family members. I'm very lucky to have or very fortunate, I should say, I don't know, to have a really wonderful family. The interaction is always nice because you discuss different point of views and then there's an opportunity to discuss matters on a deeper level. So it isn't all vacuous or small talk. And today, having lunch with my cousins and my niece, we got talking about family and how things can drift apart if people don't put an effort to become closer, to bond on a deeper level, rather than just to point out what is wrong. So there is always an opportunity to forget judgment, to be slightly more open minded, to get to the root of why there is tension. And sometimes simply by talking about it, things begin to unfold and you will begin to bond a lot better with family. What we also talked about is how things start when you're young, the way that you were raised, and having been working with clients for over 28 years, I can really tell you that everyone has a story, everyone has a drama, everyone went through a stressful or a traumatic situation that changed their life. Very often, this can be an adverse situation. One of my friends suggested that I compartmentalize things in order to kind of get on with it and get over my grieving. But I told him that I don't really believe in that because I really believe if you go through something, really work it out, stay with it, acknowledge it, don't run away from it, it will leave you. It's just a state of being, it's a transient state of being, but if you try and squish it and file it somewhere, the file always jumps back at you and hits you when you least expect it. Going back to childhood, so even if you didn't have good relationship with your parents, it's a very good opportunity for you to think about how can you be a better parent with your children. And what I've observed is sometimes people go the other way around. They mother too much, they parent too much, they care too much if it's possible. What's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like they're overly protective. But what this does is it doesn't really help the child to develop, to find their independence, to be a fully functional human being. So you would see that these children grow up and they're slightly reserved or taken aback. They look you sideways, they don't really look you in the eye. They're afraid to make that connection that they've never had with parents. So what do you do to unbox? Simply the first step is observe your behavior. I'm a great believer that consciousness does not change without the application of consciousness. Of course, you could do different modalities, but unless you are aware and you're aware of how you're acting differently in order to change your situation, then your attitude, your visualizations, your meditation, your whatever it is that you do is only going to work temporarily, but it's not going to have a lasting transformational effect. So you can do this on your own, guys. You can do this by observing yourself, by being true and honest to self, what I call your authentic self, your real self. And these are all kind of just words to describe be natural, be honest, speak from the heart rather than seek revenge or competition, or stay angry for so long and that you even forget why you're angry. So that's why I posted the hugging thing a couple of days ago, because we've learned this in the 4 years certificate course that I did. I'm looking for the term which escapes me at the moment. But anyway, in the course we've learned a nice exercise, which is when you hug someone close to you, someone that you love, you care about, just notice how long you hug for and who pulls back first. And with all the awareness and justification and whatever that I've gone through and went through, I noticed that when I hugged my late husband, I was the first one to pull back. And that was really interesting. And there's a lot that you can work out if you allow yourself to relax into hugging the other person. So whether it's your parent who've never hugged you, when you hug them, just be present for in that moment, totally present. Watch your body. Are you pulling back and just soothe yourself. They call it self-soothing, which is the very thing that differentiates us from animals, because we are animals, we are mammals, and we are quite emotional. And then the cerebral frontal lobe has developed, you know, in the later stages of evolution. So we tend to think a lot, and we forgot how to feel and acknowledge the emotions. So when you do hug someone, just be present for that moment. Take a deep breath, relax into the hug, and train yourself, you know, to count for a little bit longer. So one of the things we learned is like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and try and hug for 7 or 8. And I've tried this, I went through it, and I can really tell you that I've had a much better relationship, more meaningful. It turned out to be even more loving. Just simply you allow the two energies without the analysis, because analysis can be paralysis sometimes, and just allow yourself to accept, bond with the other person, and just be present and available for the love, for the care that you are exchanging energetically. And if you work on that, you will notice that even parents who are fully grown up, and you are fully grown up, even if they didn't used to hug you, they will start enjoying the hug. So rather than having a huge blowout and yelling and you don't love me and you don't hug me enough, just try and relax. You start first and you try and relax into it. And a simple exercise like that can really be transformational. So you can do it. You can unbox. You can do it one step at a time. You can make a small act that is going to really transform quite a lot of things. Stay tuned. Look at my posts. I have 10 tips on how to unbox, and look up my articles and my posts on what does it mean to unbox. Literally, to come out of the box, to let go of whatever is holding you back, so that you are totally present in this life, so that you live your life. I don't know if you know, but we each have not only a unique thumbprint, we have a unique voice, a pitch, a frequency, and also what is truly unique about us is our very soul, our very energy. So you have a unique life to live, you have unique genes, you have everything is unique, because nothing is just, you know, cloned by nature. So there is a purpose to you. You are part of the whole tapestry, whether you belong to a family or a community or whatever it is. Your presence is needed. You are enough. Just relax into who you are. Accept yourself first before you can begin to accept other people. And just be totally conscious, aware, present in what you're doing. And you will get quite a lot out of it. Because it's not only very painful to carry painful emotions for so long. If you carry them long enough, they will affect your physiology. So your biography becomes your biology. And you will change. You will become more acidic, more stressful. You will become more angry. All of these things change because of the memories that you carry. So don't do that. Don't look to the past. Think of the present. Be totally available in now, because the healing takes place in the now. In the now, you can shift things, you can heal, you can unbox, and you can begin to live your authentic life. I hope this has been helpful. Please share it with your tribe. Send it, save it, send it to someone whom they might find useful. And leave a comment there. Let me know what topics, things you would like us to talk about, to communicate with you about, because I'm really intentional on providing you with a useful content that can help you to transform your life.